Ne taraftan gidiyoruz? Buradan çıkıyoruz. Nereden gidiyoruz?
Böyle arkadaşımın evine gidiyoruz. Arkadaşım böyle işte ders çalışıyor. Price.
What you guys would notice if you ever come to Antalya is there is an incredible amount of Russian tourists here, like just incredible amount. And then after the Russian tourists, to a much smaller degree, would be English people, like British. And then that would be like, after that kind of be everybody else. But I have walked past quite a few Persian people, actually. Haven't seen really, I don't think I've seen one Chinese tourist here. Chinese, Japanese, I really haven't seen them. Handful of, well, I wouldn't be able to tell you if they're African or black, Canadians, Americans, I have no idea, but I did see like a handful of black people here enjoying the beautiful city. But overall, this is a Russian tourist city and they love it here. The Russians love it here. My Airbnb host told me that, and the population of the city is 2.7 million to like 3 million, but during the peak season, summertime, where all the tourists come, it jumps by 1 million, so the population can hit almost 4 million. And I'm sure he's probably right on this. It might be a bit of an exaggeration, but he says that 1 million extra is almost all Russian. But you come here, guys, you hear the Russian language everywhere. You see them everywhere.
İnsan bitiyor, siz geliyorsunuz. Mesela 11 ile 2 arası burada olsun.
In one way, it's good for the local economy because obviously it's a tourist city. So they want all these tourists to come, right? And another way, or another viewpoint of it is that they have the Russians, the rich business people, I don't know, maybe oligarchs, maybe not, I have no idea. But what they have done is driven the price of commercial property sky high. They come and they just buy whatever commercial property they can get their hands on. And things that were, let's say 5,000 lira a month for rental is closer to like 15,000 a month rental compared to a year ago. Them buying things up, the pandemic of the past 2 years, recession, inflation, all of this has added up, and things are not so good for the locals here, to be honest. They're suffering quite a bit. Things have gotten to disproportionate prices. I was having breakfast with my Airbnb host, and we were talking about how the prices are skyrocketing, so on and so forth. And I said to him, I'm like, you know what? It's not so bad for me because, you know, I come here with the Canadian dollar. Not the best dollar in the world, but it's still something, right? But I mentioned, like, I can only imagine how difficult it has become for you guys. As I mentioned that, some lady chimes in and she starts, you know, talking to us for a good 5 minutes or so, explaining how the price of eggs have gone up, the price of this, that, it's difficult to feed a family, so on and so forth. So it's become a double-edged sword. This little park is beautiful. Thank you.
Ben oraya oturmam. Hayır.
We were out here last night. Just night out, having some drinks. Great time. It gets really packed in these streets. You wouldn't recognize it. Like, there's like 100 times more people than what you see today. Saturday night, it gets really packed here. But quite the city of contradictions too, or contrast, not really contradiction, contrast, where in one sense you have a city that's as European can get. They're very open-minded, bars everywhere, drinks everywhere, beautiful live music everywhere, and right, you know, beside them would be a lady wearing a hijab, walking past a mosque, and right beside the mosque is a bar, right? So quite the contrast. To me, that speaks volumes on how open-minded these people are, how accepting of one another they are. This is a Muslim society, however, not as Muslim as you may think. Quite a few Turkish people will just openly eat like sausage, pork, obviously drinks everywhere. You know, we're walking past some bars right now. Mosques all over the place, but for the most part, it's only a handful of people that go inside and pray. It's not like they're packed, right? It's interesting. Very interesting society. They're dealing with a
toward Omer Effendi Sokak. Right onto Murmurli Banyo Sokak.
I'm going the wrong way, but it's okay. Yeah, let's try this maybe. Nah, not enough light. Can't record. Let me just go this way. But they definitely don't like their government. The Erdogan government is a very, very unpopular government here. He is what they consider to be an Islamist government, and from, mind you guys, like I haven't spent 10 years here. I've only been here for about 3 weeks or so. The Turkish